Hello, this is Pastor Larry, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while. And before you see $2. You see a U.S. United States of America $1 bill, a Federal Reserve note, and the other is a 1924 American Liberty silver dollar. Okay? And I want to talk to us about the difference between money and currency, or really about gold and silver versus currency. So currency is defined as a medium of exchange, a unit of account. It has to be portable, durable, and divisible, and fungible, which means interchangeable. Money is all the above plus a store of value. Now, before us, we have what we call fiat currency, a Federal Reserve note, and we have a silver dollar, a U.S. silver dollar, 1924 Liberty silver dollar. And so I call this silver dollar God's money. Gold and silver is God's money, where paper currency I call the devil's money, or the devil's dollars. And I'll share with you why that is. Gold and silver, which I don't have any gold here, but gold and silver equals freedom, where the devil's dollar or paper currency represents debt and slavery, because this money here, this currency, it's not real money, but currency is issued by debt. In other words, the Federal Reserve creates a bond, and then the Treasury creates a bond. I'm sorry, the Treasury creates a bond, and then it issues it to the bank, and the bank, Federal Reserve, buys the bonds, and then they create currency. All right? So this equals freedom. This equals debt and slavery. That's the main thing you need to understand. Gold and silver has what I call intrinsic value, or what everybody who understands it understands that gold and silver has intrinsic value. It can be used in jewelry. It can be used in electronics. It can be used in medicine or medical purposes. It can be used in the dentistry. And it's used in almost every area of industry known to man. Gold and silver maintains its value or will go up in value and will always have value, because gold and silver represent time, labor, and energy. To get this silver dollar into production, somebody had to mine it, somebody had to smelt it, and somebody had to stamp it, and that took time, labor, and energy. So this represents all of that. So this coin always has value because it represents somebody's time, somebody's labor, and somebody's energy. There's an investment in producing this, where there is no investment to produce this. This is just created by decree. They just print it up. They put it on a printing press. You know, they might have 2 or 3 cents maybe involved in printing this, where this has a value, a current value right now, somewhere around $30, where when it was used as our currency, it was considered a $1 coin. And it is a federal, what we call constitutional money. And it is a $1 coin, 90% silver. So it'll never lose value. Where this loses value every year. It's always been the Federal Reserve's target rate to lose 2%, but now we're up to 15%. And so what's so important about this video is that recently we've watched the trucker protests unfold in Canada, and the Trudeau, he invoked the emergency powers, and part of those emergency powers dealt with freezing everybody's bank accounts in part of who participated in the protests, who were part of the protests. They froze their bank accounts to include their cryptocurrency wallets. So that's another form of electronic money. Has no real value, in my opinion. It's created out of nothing. So it's a blockchain technology. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it never impressed me. So the thing is that this is issued by the government, and this was issued by the government, but this is no longer issued by the government. And so this value has gone up just because of the metal. Just because of the metal value has gone up. Of course, and then there's the numismatic value as well in the coin. But this has done nothing but go down. And this, between last year and this year, we know that the feds have said that the Federal Reserve System says that we've had 7.5% inflation. But if you look at the real inflation numbers, anybody who goes to the store knows that we're looking at inflation numbers between 15 and 25%. We've seen prices in all food and used cars and all these things go up in the last year. So because they printed more of these and flooded and gave them away to the people, and the people just spent them. And so there's more money chasing goods and services, so everything goes up in cost, because this goes down in value, where this does not lose its value. It doesn't go down in value. Okay? So where paper currency, which is a fiat currency, can only go down in value, and it loses purchasing power because fiat currency is created from nothing. It's just an illusion. It's a Jedi mind trick, okay? Just because the government ascribes value to it to pay taxes is the only reason it has value, because it's just paper with printed numbers on it and pictures, which if you study these pictures out, they represent a whole different ball of wax. All right, so this is, and so with these emergency powers, Trudeau has been able to freeze everybody's bank accounts, because most people hold their currency or their value in these paper dollars, which they have a different kind of paper dollar, Canadian dollar. But this right here, they can't freeze that. If you hold it, you own it. They can't freeze you out of it. They can't keep you from spending that, because if you hold it, you own it. So you need to pay attention to what is going on in Canada, because that's what they're going to do here in America one day to prevent us from fighting for our freedom and taking back our country. Is they're going to freeze our bank accounts. And it's already been rumored that the Federal Reserve wants to go to a digital dollar where you won't even have these Federal Reserve notes. Everything will be done electronically. And if everything's done electronically, then they can force you to do whatever they want you to do, because you won't have access to your bank accounts. And eventually, of course, the Bible talks about the mark of the beast, and that'll just be one step closer to issuing the mark of the beast. So this has intrinsic value. This has fiat value, just declare value. So over time, this goes to zero. This never goes to zero. This goes up in value. But here's the real reason why you should own this and not this. Because just like Trudeau did in Canada, freezing their bank accounts and keeping them from getting their money and spending their money, so can this money just disappear. All right, this money just goes up in smoke. Eventually, it becomes totally worthless. All right, this is what happens to all fiat currency. Matter of fact, the average lifespan of fiat currency is about 50 years. All right, and we are at the end of that cycle here in America. But watch what happens to this. You know, it's not melting, it's not burning, because you got to really get this burger out. This thing's gonna get so hot I won't be able to hold it. But it's still there, folks, and it will always be there because this is God's money. It will never lose its value. This has been Pastor Larry. I appreciate you tuning in. We're just a voice in the wilderness, trying to wake people up. If you're not always prepared, you're never prepared. God bless. Invest in gold and silver for your future. This is real money, folks. This is real money. They can't steal it from you. They can't take it from you, and they can't destroy it. All right. Thank you very much. God bless.